Like, do you feel that expressing love to one another, brother to brother, is that lacking in our community from what you see?
Yep, it is lacking because a lot of these men, like you said, they're not taught love and they don't know how to love, and a lot of men are hurt. So they move again. Like I said, love is an action and love is a feeling. So a lot of people, move off of the emotions and the feelings that they're either going through or they had like as an upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is, men have to show love to their immediate family first before anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to show that love to your children, to your lady, to your mother, to your brother, to your sister, to your cousins, to your aunts, to your uncles. Like, that bond, like that village bond is where love is going to be cultivated in the village. You see what I'm saying? Like, in the street, love is not going to be created because the streets don't love you. You see what I'm saying?
What you mean the streets don't love you?
The streets don't love nobody. The streets is there for one reason only. It's like this. A child that's raised in the street is kind of raised heartless because you're not raised around love. Love is in the household. Love is in the village. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The streets is concrete. Love is in the houses. The house is like a heart. You understand what I'm saying? You ever heard the term the heart of stone?
Yeah.
That's the streets. That's what they mean by that. There's no love in the heart of stone. There's no blood.
You reach your destination in 900
feet. You see what I'm saying?
But when you was in the streets, did you know that or no? Because a lot of these youth are running to the streets at the streets is where the love is.
That's right. When you in the streets, you misguided. So you don't know how to direct that love because you don't really have it. That's the main reason why I'm saying the streets don't love you, because at the end of the day, when I was in the streets, I was looking for something greater than what I already knew I had. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was in the streets and hold on one second. When I was in the streets and I was running around like I didn't have a care in the world, I didn't know how to love. Yeah, how can I get in? So it's like, are you there? It's like,
yeah,
you have to learn how to love in the village, and that's the love you're gonna share throughout your whole life. And the stuff the streets teach you is not meant for a family setting. See what I'm saying? Streets is a survival tactic. Like you learn to survive in the streets and all that. But when you giving love to your children, like I said, your immediate family and all that, that's not in a street setting. So it's a big difference, you know?
I don't know. It seems like if I'm in the streets right now and I'm listening to this, I think that that's not something practical that I could do. That doesn't seem like it would give me hope to want to take it, switch directions, switch my course of direction to go in the way that you're talking about.
Why wouldn't it be? Explain to me how what I just said to you would make a person in the street want to redirect their energy.
Because I've never been in the street, so I don't know. I'm just assuming based off of the people that I know.
You can't make that assumption then.
Yeah, but isn't it true that some people run to the streets because they don't have a village?
Yes, that's the point I was trying to make to you.
So if they don't have a village, and
that's
what can they do?
Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you even more, right? The streets is a lot of people who don't have a village safe haven.
Okay.
So they were forced to either raise their self or be raised by the streets because they didn't have the love of a village. So you get what I'm trying to say now?
Mm-hmm.
So that's two different loves.
But what if you don't have a village?
Hold on.
Okay.
The average street person is what we're trying to change the narrative of. So the average guy that's in the street doesn't love their child's mother, don't have relationships with their child, don't have relationships with their own parents, come and go as they please, get high, poison their community, sell drugs, and then assume love is from a gang. Now, when I say the streets don't love you, meaning like a gang doesn't love you, because when you go to jail, those gang members is not, you're erased now, you're out of sight, you're out of mind. They're not going to take care of you. They're not going to love you like a village would love you. So now I understand what you're trying to say. You're saying that since a guy goes to the street because he don't get that love, and I'm saying the person from the street that never got that love, is now we got to educate them on what love is, because they end up in the street because they didn't have the love of a village.
That's interesting.
That's how they ended up in the street.
See, I'm trying to see how can we get them from the street if they don't have a village? I see what you're saying. You're saying most of them, they don't have a village. They don't have no love at home. So
to get them from the street back into creating. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get them to create their own village now.